Hi everybody. Today we're going to talk about the characteristics of a parabola. And we're going to learn how to find the zeros, the minimum, and the vertex. So before we find these, let's remind ourselves of what the general form of a parabola looks like. So for example, in example 1, you have a curve that looks like a U. In example 2, you have a curve that looks like a lowercase n. Now let's take a look at number 1. If we're trying to find the zeros, the first thing you want to do is you want to look at your x-axis and find where along the x-axis does this parabola crosses or intersects the x-axis. We can see the intersection on the left side here, the parabola, and on the right side here, the parabola. So what you want to do is you want to find the coordinate for these two intersections of the parabola. So for the intersection on the left side, you can see that we can go over to the left side -1 time and up and down 0 time. So our coordinate for this intersection of 0 would be at -1, 0. Same thing for this intersection on the right side here. You can see that we move over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right or to the x direction, and 0 up or down direction. So our coordinate here would be 5, 0. So for the zeros for this parabola will be -1 and 5. To find the vertex of your parabola, what you have to do is you're going to have to look at your parabola and find where the left side of your graph and the right side of your graph meet. So it looks like they meet right here. At this coordinate right here, that will be your vertex. So this coordinate would be, if we start from the origin, we go over 1, 2, so over 2 to the right, and down 1, 2, 3, 4, and -5. So our vertex would be over 2 and down -5. So your vertex would be 2, -5. To find the minimum, if your graph have a minimum or a maximum, you look at your graph, you look at your parabola, and see if your parabola is opening upwards, like in example 1 here, or if it's opening downward, like in example 2. In example 1, if it's opening upwards where your arrows are going up, then you'll have a minimum. Because if you look at your graph, as you can see, the curve curves all the way down, and you have a lowest point right here at your parabola, which is at your vertex, and your parabola continually going up with the arrows pointing up, meaning the parabola will continually going up without stopping. So since it doesn't stop, we have a minimum value down at the lowest point. So we don't have a maximum for example 1, but we have a minimum value. So this is how you find the zeros, the minimum or the maximum, or the vertex from a parabola.